What if the scariest creatures from myth were never imaginary? Across history, people described monsters in frightening detail. Today, we're uncovering 5 creatures from myth that were real nightmares. And stay to the end, because the final one may still exist. 1. The Kraken. The Kraken was said to rise from the sea and drag ships into darkness. Sailors described massive arms, bigger than masts, covered in suction cups. For centuries, this sounded impossible, until the 1800s. That's when giant squid were discovered. Real animals, some longer than school buses, with eyes as large as dinner plates. These creatures live deep in the ocean. They can fight whales, they can crush prey. So when sailors said something grabbed their ships, were they lying? Or were they seeing something science hadn't discovered yet? But here's where it gets weird. Even today, humans have explored less than 10% of the ocean. 2. The Wendigo. The Wendigo comes from Native American legend, a creature born from hunger and cold. Stories say it was once human, but after committing cannibalism, it changed. Tall, thin, bones pressing against skin, always starving, never satisfied. Historians believe these stories may reflect real events. During harsh winters, some people broke mentally. There are recorded cases of something called Wendigo psychosis, a condition where people fear becoming cannibals, or feel the urge to become one. Was the monster supernatural? Or was it the human mind pushed past its limits? But the story doesn't end there. People still report tall figures moving between frozen trees. 3. The Cyclops. The Cyclops was described as a giant with a single eye, violent, powerful, not human. For a long time, scholars dismissed it as pure fantasy, until ancient skulls were discovered. These skulls had one large hole in the center. Early humans believed it was an eye socket. Modern science later revealed the truth. They were elephant skulls. The eye was actually the nasal cavity, a mistake that makes sense without scientific knowledge. So when ancient people spoke of one-eyed giants, they may have been describing something real. But here's the twist. Some Cyclops stories describe movement and attacks, and bones don't do that. 4. The Manticore. The Manticore originated in Persian legend, a creature with the body of a lion and a human-like face. It was said to hunt humans and leave nothing behind. Ancient travelers wrote about it after visiting distant lands, places filled with animals they had never seen before. Some researchers believe the Manticore was inspired by tigers, large predators known to hunt people. Fear traveled with the stories, and exaggeration followed. But here's where it gets strange. Different cultures describe the same creature, same features, same behavior, even without contact. 5. Dragons. Dragons appear in almost every culture on Earth. That alone is unsettling. Winged, scaled, intelligent, often breathing fire. Some scientists believe dragon mechs came from dinosaur fossils. Ancient people found massive bones and tried to explain them. Others point to real reptiles, crocodiles, snakes, monitor lizards. But here's the real question. Why are the descriptions so similar across continents? Wings, fire, treasure, fear. Either humans imagine the same creature independently, or something once made a very strong impression, and some believe that impression has never been fully explained. Myths don't always mean fiction. Sometimes they're memories shaped by fear and time. So the next time you hear an ancient legend, ask yourself, what if they weren't imagining things?